Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to Davis. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
First and 10.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Flying down the right side. At the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Black. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Might be looking to run. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And it's in for a touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Set to kick off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
First down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for space. It's ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
At the 26. Third down coming up.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. There's been next to zero execution. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Pulls it in. It's Davis. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Power football with the run. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quick completion to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Right on the money.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 40. Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Showing off the arm. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll send the tight end in motion. He wants to change this route. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Lofts one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Rushes on him. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll go back to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, they're after him. He's got him.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. Jumped on top of the pile. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Campbell. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. And so far, the quarterback play has been less than stellar. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And some room to work. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pulls it, fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll move the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here.
Get set.
On the direct snap, it's ball. And they are in for the score here late in the 4th quarter.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And this sophomore signal caller really seems to be out of sorts, not exactly sure what he's seeing. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. He's got the back in the middle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll go right back to him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Flores. throws for the tight end. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot.